Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. I'm in my car right now. I don't have much in it except the stuff that I bring with me when I run errands or I knit. So I pulled out some cards. It'll be somewhat of a quick reading. I'm outside my godmother's house. They figured I would do the reading here. I just wanted to say there's like something that happened the other day, and it'll be a short story time. So I was knitting at one of the bookstores. I usually knit at the bookstores because I don't feel as bad when I don't buy anything, because when I go to like a coffee shop or like a mom and pop's place to maybe sit and knit, I would want to get something while I'm sitting at their cafe or whatever type of place it is. So I went to the bathroom in the bookstore, and I was looking at like the stalls, and I usually try to go for the biggest stall because it's just kind of like the ambiance of having a bigger stall. So, and of course if somebody else needs it, I am more than happy to just go into another stall. But I was checking the handicapped one, and I saw that somebody had an accident. They accidentally missed the toilet, and sorry, this is gonna be TMI, and then they went on the floor, and then they tried to like clean it up, but it was like number 2. So I'm just like outside the stall just like looking at it, and then there's somebody else that walks in and she works there. I just had a blank expression on my face, and I looked at her, and then she looked at me, and I just like quickly like just went to another stall. I was like, I didn't take a shit in the on the bathroom floor. And so I found another stall, and then I don't even know if she it didn't seem like she looked to see what happened in the stall that I just like walked away from, because I feel like she was like, I don't even want to know. And so I'm not judging because I get it. I try not to use the public restrooms when I can, mainly because I think it's more comfortable to just go when you're at home or something. Well, at my godmother's. And so I know a lot of people like, well, no, I don't. I know like it's a thing where people don't want to sit on the toilet seats, and they have those like things to go on top of the toilet seats, and then I don't know, it's just kind of like once you're done, you have to pick that thing up and then throw it out. I'm not to just like leave it on the toilet seat. So I'm not judging, and I know sometimes like stuff like that happens. So I'm gonna do the reading, and I got interesting cards, and I have been getting a lot of heightened anxiety, and I feel like it might be a collective energy too that I'm picking up on, because I don't feel like it's mine, because it happens like so sporadically. Like I'm just doing whatever that's not like stressful or anything, and then all of a sudden like just happens. And I feel like that is part of this, I feel like it could be a group or collective, or the ones you watch. So it's the Page of Swords with the 10 of Cups. And the Page of Swords, it really feels like there's a lot of attentive energy. And then with the 10 of Cups, it's an interesting take on the 10 of Cups, because when you think of the 10 of Cups, a lot of times it's like a family or some type of happy scenery, and it seems like it's at peace, or there's just like a happiness and sometimes like a calmness out of it too, or finding like a community or family, or something that feels like you can call that group like maybe a wolf pack or something. With this 10 of Cups, it's almost like you're defending the peace because it has a card with explosives on it. And then with the Page of Swords, there's even a weapon there too. And in the background, like behind the person, I am not too sure if there's like a statue behind the person, but for some reason it looks like maybe like an angel, like I don't know, Archangel Michael or something, because it tends to be like an archangel that is a symbol on their, what is it, like an emblem, if you know what I mean. And then there's the Ukrainian flag. So with the Page of Swords, it is one of those, it doesn't have to always, it doesn't always have to do with age, but it could be lesser experience. I feel like this person is trying to gather as much information, and then it has to do with the 10 of Cups, like to make sure that either things are running smoothly, or like it's a protective energy, or it's like even, I wouldn't say like spying, but like a watchful eye. Like if honestly, if maybe somebody is trying to look to see if you're a good fit for something, like maybe a job, and even in relationships too, you want to see and make sure that if you want to, that it's going to be a good situation for you, or sometimes it's like more spontaneous. But it really does feel like this Page of Swords is watching over the 10 of Cups, like in a protective way, and it's almost like keeping an eye on things to make sure that things are almost exactly how they want it to be in a way. It just feels like really meticulous in that sort of energy. And with the unknowing, because that, I feel like that could be like the continuous heightened stress that I got for some of the times that it came up. So there's also the 5 of Pentacles with, I'm trying to see the ones that like take them out chronologically. Was with the Ace of Pentacles. So you have a 10, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles, so that's 1. And then it's the 5 of Pentacles too, so that's like the middle. So the 5 of Pentacles definitely looks like the outside looking in. And the Ace of Pentacles, it feels that this energy, as I was saying, it could have been in like a collective, where this collective energy kind of looks forward or looks up to, or there's an establishment with Ace of Pentacles, because the Ace of Pentacles is something that is more built, it's more physical. And if you're not maybe in the same vicinity, like again with the Five of Pentacles, there's still a foundation that is established there. So Ace is kind of like a beginning. That hand kind of looks like a puppet though. So this could also be mimicking energy too. So this could be helping to dictate what to do. So this could actually be maybe insight. I know it's the pentacle energy, but there's some type of action that maybe helps dictate to the other energy on what to do, or maybe there's a little reassurance there. There's, right now, since there's stress, it could have been maybe fork in the road energy, and now with the Ace of Pentacles, it feels like there's more calmness because there's actually something to build up with the Ace of Pentacles. And let me see, the other cards I have the King of Pentacles here, so that could link to the Ace of Pentacles, and that could be the energy of who they're kind of looking up to. It doesn't have to be male. It could be whatever gender you apply to it, whatever person or situation you apply to it. But being a king, and then there was the page, there is that difference there. Difference in experience. It also reminds me of like, as I said, that it's not like gender specific for these readings. That, of course, like with the random videos that I watch, it came up. Somebody removing a hornet's nest, and what they did was like, the hornet's nest was in their shed or something, and then this was, I think it was like an elderly person, and then they had the person had something to cover up with, and a tennis racket or like a racket, and then the hornets weren't like super fast moving, so the person was able to swat them, and then they had like a butterfly net, or like it was a longer net, and the hornet's nest it was like made out of wood, so it was hanging from the top of the building, or like inside the shed, and then there was like, the person cut the top like oh no, they sealed it first. So they sealed it like with a damp towel, like the hole, and then they then cut it like at the top to separate it from the building, and had the net underneath while they did that. And so then it dropped into the net, and quickly they ended up just folding the net a couple times over, so like the hornets wouldn't escape, because they started to escape from the top. And sorry, I thought this was gonna be a shorter video. So after that, there was like this ice pack, or not an ice pack, there was like this cooler, and it had like an ice pack for it to, because the hornets, oh my god, because the hornets would end up freezing, and then that would be it. So the hornets, like the larva that was in there, like the closer that you got to the middle of the nest, the more developed they were to almost being finished. So like the larvas that weren't as developed, like they would just feed the larva to their chickens. Anyway, I feel like the King of Pentacles is kind of like the leader of that energy. Like, it's kind of like the leader energy. And then, except in that instance, it wouldn't be that good because the hornet's nest ended up getting frozen. But you have other leader energy that comes up too, because it just feels like 2 of Cups, well, the 5 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, and there were a couple cards that came out, well, that I pulled out. The 4 of Cups, and the shadows, like the other people, just like really remind me of, like, it kind of looks like they're interacting or looking at the energy for guidance. So the 2 of Cups can be linking to the 10 of Cups too. So that could be an energy that is part of that tribal energy, or like wolf pack or community. With the 5 of Swords, it goes to the 4 of Cups, and there are different suits, but it goes to a different, like it goes to a lower number instead of moving forward. So that could be like a setback energy. And with the 5 of Swords, it's like based off of the information, or like the even maybe like the commands, or like what to do from the Ace of Pentacles. It's still that 5 of Swords where maybe it's not updated, like maybe like outdated information, and that's what they're working with. Like, so the 4 of Cups is like basically saying that they're not having the full explanation, or they haven't had all of the information like put out there yet. Just like almost if you sign up for something, or maybe you have to pay something over time, especially with certain companies, sometimes they don't give you all the information until you finish paying the stuff off. And I mean, sometimes it's different. Sometimes they just like let you pay in increments and then they send you the stuff. But I really feel like there isn't all the information that's laid out there, or it needs to be updated. Then I'll pull out, well, I have the other cards. So just checking. There's another court card, the King of Wands. And I'll put these out with the Emperor. So the Emperor shows up here. The Tower. And I'm saying, like, I'm not applying gender to this because of, like, the Hornet energy too. Oh, I didn't do the archangels or the numbers for that. So I will do that tonight in case, I don't know if anybody wanted to see that, because I said I would. So the King of Wands, the energy that I'm getting is like a leader that knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So there's something that it is a person that puts out an example and even goes out, and type of energy of like, I'm gonna do this, and who's gonna be my brother with this, or sister. You have the 9 of Pentacles there too, so I feel like the King of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles could be the same energy. And that's why I was like really thinking like the gender isn't that specific here. I with the Emperor and the Tower. With the Tower, the saying that I'm getting is like Rome wasn't built in a day. There's something that is interesting about the Tower, not only in this deck, but in general, because usually a Tower moment, it's pretty substantial damage, which I'm not saying it isn't, but it feels like the Tower in this case is building up instead of like being already, like it feels like it's already taken down and now it's slowly building up, and then the Emperor is there to help with that. I was gonna say something else about the Nine of Pentacles. Because the Nine of Pentacles kind of feels like a person that's been doing this for a long time, or a period of time. It doesn't feel like it's just like a recent energy. And with the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, it does feel like a person that is there to do the job with the other people there. So that could be the community energy too. I was thinking I would say something else about it, but I don't know what I was gonna say. So maybe it'll pop up in another reading. I don't think I could pause on this, so I will just end it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.